Hi everyone. So today I'm talking about the why elevator door mirrors and how the elevator works. Every day you guys have used the elevator, lifts, and all this mechanical stuff. Back in the days, you have to climb the stair up if you have to go to a full story building. I have seen that still stairs are there because even if we have a lot of elevators around us, the flexibility that stairs gives us cannot be put it in some corners. The stairs are there, the stairs are useful, but yeah, today I'm going to talk about the lifts, the elevators, how exactly they work, and why there are mirrors in it. The elevators are a very interesting invention in the humankind's. Earlier we used to travel, we have to climb up a building from one place to one point to other point, which pull out the lot of energy from the human body. But now with the help of the elevator, you just have to press the buttons and you will get to the relevant floor automatically. It is embedded with lot of security, mirrors, music, and the button. There is a push to talk button where you can, let's suppose if there is some sort of electric failure or the electric dysfunction, where you can directly get in touch with the person who is monitoring the elevator. And less rest of the things are the rest you will find it very useful. Okay, so let me give you the situation scenario. Back in the days when people wanted to lift one item from one place to another, they used to pull it with the rope and then they drag it. The similar way, the similar passion, the elevator concept is also there. We just have to fix one plate on which we can stand, and if by any chance, if someone can pull that it up with the help of the strength, they can create a force which can lift us up to the another place. With the same concept, this is being used. So whatever I'm talking here, everything is made up, so don't think that I have done some sort of research. I believe that, so what was happened, that this the people now knew the concept that if we can pull a rope, if we can put a rope and pull it up with the help of some sort of energy, then it is going to create a force which can uplift the metal plate that we have tied with the rope. Now with the same concept, there could be the possibility, back in the days when there were some kings were there, they would have utilized this concept to lifting them up. But uh, instead of man, what we can do, that the man is something that can be only utilized in some occasions. For example, there is a king, queen, and all. But what if we have to lift a lot of material or the rocks and all? So at that time, what we can do is, instead of using a human strength, we can utilize the animal. An animal can, with their strength, they can pull it up. Like the horse and oxes were there to be tied in the one end of the rope, and on the other hand we can tie the stone or the material or the cement or whatsoever will be there. We can with the force created by the horse and oxes, they can help us to lift that particular item from one place to another. I think with the same concept, the lift started. I have seen on movie, the in the previous days, the lifts were like, it was not the same fancy lift earlier it was now. Back in the days, there was some iron channel, they people used to drag it up and go inside, and there is a lift, there was a lift man also there in, and it is duty to help the people to get them out and get them in, and he's the one who is take care of everything. So this was a kind of a job back in the days, but nowadays the lifts are fully automatic. They sense that which all buttons were pressed, how and when, if they are going in which direction, they are going in upward direction and the downward direction. So you will get a lot of indicators even in the buildings like Burj Khalifa, which is almost one of the tallest building in the world. This is only being possible because how we can reach to the top floor. Making a building is not making a building, anyone, people can make a building, but if let's suppose the building will remain not accessible, then there is no point of making a big building. So the lift play a very important, the key role over there. With the fraction of minutes, the some lift will travel of travel with a speed of 100 kilometer per hour, which means that if they have to reach in the top within a minutes, you can reach from bottom to the top in a fraction of minutes or a seconds. So this is how we call them a super lift. Super lift will not stop at every floor. They have a designated stop and their speed are very high. That's is the rules comes when we are utilizing the super lift. So now are the two kind of lift. One is a super lift and a normal lift. Apart from that, we also have a concept of service lift that is not fancier than the normal lift, but it has a great capacity to carry a big loads. For example, if we have to put a lot of big material, then the service lift have a limited capacity. It has also been written over there that it will be only used by 10 people or 20 people and load capacity of 1680, something like that. But when it comes to the service lift, it has a greater capacity, greater load carrying capacity. It can carry the material, and I have seen the condition of service lifts are not good. It is like a old vintage box, a hollow box, a big box which has only one reason that it's been created, because it is something they wanted to carry the lot of articles, lot of equipments or things in it. Well, in my case, I'll give you the funny instance. Many time I use the service lift because I wanted to I don't want it to wait, because many people will wait at the front side and wait for a normal lift, but service lift are sometimes being, it's a kind of a cheated. But the funny things, let me tell you of the funny thing. Now people are becoming more aware of the how lifts operate. They know how to bypass the lift. For example, the lift is stopping at every floor and somebody have to go and hurry. And so there are many clever and cunning people what they can do is they have a idea about how the lift work, and they know the combination of buttons or that exact button which can help the lift to bypass. So they press that button and the lift will not stop to the every floor. That is a bad practice, because you don't know that how urgent that lift is for the other person. But many people do these things so that they can get early to the ground, or they can get early to the top floor. And I have seen that many people are nowadays stopped using the lift because they are started becoming a more health conscious, and the reason is that they also wanted to use stairs. And I have seen the messages in every stair that use stay fit is a very common logo or the point where people say that if they use stairs, it will be helpful for them to get fit or remain fit. This is again an extreme thing. Well, considering this lift versus stairs domination, so I think the both are good and both have their different facility. When there will be electrical failure or there is a fire, it is recommended that not to utilize the lifts, because these are the electrical gadgets, and if you get stuck, it will create a lot of panic. We have seen a lot of accidents happen in the lift where the lift were automatically get open, but the lift was not there. There were some sort of problem with the calibration. We have seen that the people got stuck over there and the electrical power failure. But the safety features are nowadays are getting more and more advanced, so that these kind of failure are minimal. But being it's one of the electrical device and the innovation in the humankind, it play a very important role and it is helpful in many ways, but we have to utilize. And the one more important message that I want to tell everyone, that not to play with the buttons, don't bypass it. You are not sure that how important that lift is for the other people. Please don't do this kind of mischiefs, and use the technology in a way that is supposed to be given to everyone. All right, you cannot save the hours of time by just pressing or bypassing the lift, but it might be helpful for some other person. Considering this entire innovation, that entire lift ecosystem, again I would say that if you can utilize, use stair, avoid using lift. But if it is very essential for you use lift as well, but use it in a way that it will not become a technically difficult for rest of the people, or it will not create a technical fault. You don't know, like pressing what button can create what kind of conflict in the electrical circuit and create a dysfunction of the entire lift system. So don't play with these things, and don't press unnecessary the alarms. There are alarms, but yeah, use it in a better way. That's all from my side, and have a great day.